One thing I want you to keep in mind as you move forward in your real estate career is to stay true to yourself. Be you. I'm not trying to turn you into a mini version of me or a mini version of Vivian. I want you to take what you learn from me and I want you to make it your own. Put your own spin on it, put your own voice on it. I want you to be you. The more authentic and open and vulnerable that you are, the more successful you're going to be, because you're going to become more approachable. You're going to be less intimidating. And that is the key, is you want to attract people that like you for you. And so, you know, if you're quirky or you have certain likes or a certain lifestyle or whatever, great. If you have tattoos, fantastic. If you don't, that's great too. It doesn't really matter. It's just that you should be who you are. Make sure you're professional. Make sure you're always polite, but you should be as open as you can so that you can attract as many kinds of clients as possible. Nobody wants to work with someone who's stuffy, that has no personality. That's really boring. People would prefer to work with someone that they can connect with on a personal level. And remember that people like people who like them. So the more likable you are to others, the more likable you're going to become. Now, this may sound like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, but you also want to be a little bit of a chameleon, which means you don't want any of your personal views to get in the way of doing business with somebody. Let me use a fantastic example, right? I'm a huge UCF fan. I love UCF. Our big rival is USF. However, if I was all UCF all the time and I was talking negatively about our crosstown rival, that would turn off anyone who's a real big USF fan from working with me, because now I've created a roadblock where we can't make that connection. So it's okay to be a fan of something. It's okay to have political beliefs, religious beliefs. Absolutely. Like I said, be who you are, but also understand that if you put too much of one thing out there, you may prevent people who would otherwise work with you. You may be too intimidating, or they may be off-put by what you're doing. So again, especially when it comes to social media, understand that when you become a real estate agent, everything you do is public. There's no such thing as a private social media unless you really have a very small, tight-knit group that's private that you don't share with anything else. So remember that the internet is forever. What you put on there, everyone can see. And so I recommend having 2 social media profiles, one personal profile and one professional profile. And you should cross them when it's appropriate. So 15 to 20% of your professional profile should be personal, so that people can see your personality, what you like. Do you have kids? Do you like to go to the farmer's market? Do you like rock and roll? Do you have a boat? You know, what is it? And then on your personal page, only 10 or 15% of what you put on your personal page should be professional, because you don't want to turn off all of your friends and be just a monotone of real estate all the time. And so it's important that you understand the different audiences that you're working with, and you want to be as approachable as possible.